Welcome to a new vlog. Sigh and I. It's looking a bit serious. We've just been listening to Radio 4. We're off on an adventure, a fishy adventure. We are going down to Dartmouth for a night. And I haven't been down to Dartmouth for years. Have you been to Dartmouth, darling?
Yes, I sailed into Dartmouth many years ago.
You sailed into Dartmouth. Well, I look forward to hearing about that later. Yes, we're off on a little bit of an adventure, so I thought I would take you with us. We're actually both feeling quite tired. It's been a bit hectic at home, so it's actually a real treat to be able to escape for a night. And yeah, I think I'm actually going to have a snooze in a minute. I've bought in the bag. I've got my you know, one of those neck things, so I can have a little sleep. Anyway, Di is holding the fort at home. She is amazing. Coco's gone on a residential trip up to the Peak District. She wasn't overly happy about going. She doesn't like going away from us very much, so hopefully she has a really good few days and all is fine. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that this time there's no sort of panic calls from anybody, because the Peak District is quite a long way from South Devon. Anyhow, I am going to chat to my husband, have a little bit of a snooze, and chat to you again a bit later on, and I'll show you a bit. I think it's quite a scenic drive, especially the last part, and Dartmouth is just such a beautiful place. We're staying at the Dart Marina, which I am assuming is right on the sea, which will be a real treat. It's nothing better than some sea air to blow away the cobwebs, and we're both feeling really quite jaded, so it will be a treat to be down by the sea for not very long, just a night and most of tomorrow. So we've just stopped for lunch. So he's using the newspaper as a tablecloth. Coronation chicken sandwich from Madeline's Deli in Midhurst. We love Madeline's Deli, and they are proper sandwiches. So we thought we'd actually pull over to eat them because we're running a little bit late. There wasn't time to actually have a proper lunch, but and I ran out of time to make sandwiches, which I try to do. So anyway, Madeline's kitchen was perfect, parked right outside. I had a green goddess smoothie, which was utterly delicious, and I'm just going to tuck in to my sandwich. We haven't got that far yet, probably an hour and a half down the road. That's about it. It's a bit further than that. Anyway, we're going to enjoy this. We've just arrived at the Dart Marina. I'm making Simon hide while I quickly show you around. But look at this view. It's just incredible. It's a shame the weather's not better. So this is our room. Nice big bed. Gorgeous pictures on the walls. What's really lovely about this hotel, and I will show you, is there is black and white photos everywhere. We've got molten brown products there and here, and there's a little tired me. Look, in fact, they've got, oh, that's a Chanel number 5. I'm going to just quickly show you outside, because they've got these pictures in all the corridors. Really fun. I mean, look at that. They're just gorgeous. Anyway, we're going to enjoy having a night here together. There's no one around at the moment, so I thought I'd quickly show you how cool is it to have all these wonderful photos. And down here, look, there is the sea. It's incredible. Look at these. They're just so fun. They are, darling. They are. Look at them. So glamorous. Look at these. And then I turn around, and there are these. You found it?
Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh yeah. So cool.
That Richard Burton look there is actually quite modern, isn't it?
Yeah.
It could be a...
It could be.
I can't remember who that is.
We're going to go and have a wander round and a drink now. So darling, when were you last at Dartmouth?
A long time ago. It must have been about, 1979.
Yeah.
When I crewed on a yacht in the Mediterranean, probably one of the worst deckhands that they've ever experienced out there. But anyway.
The stories of Simon as a deckhand are absolutely hilarious.
And I can never understand.
The yacht was called Mariola, wasn't she?
Mariola, that's right. Yeah. And anyway, there were various issues with the boat, and we had to bring it back, which wasn't really what I'd signed up for, because I was rather hoping for a flight back from Nice rather than 3 weeks bouncing around the sea. But we did, and we came back to Dartmouth, came in here. And I think it's the first time I've been back, and it's just amazing. And it really, from what I can remember, it doesn't really change at all. It's a wonderful spot, isn't it?
It's such a wonderful spot. I was here when I was a nanny, so that was quite a few years ago, over 20 years. And yeah, the family were on holiday down here when I came to work for them, so we had a really fun time. But we're going to go and have a little explore, aren't we?
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've just had a lovely wander around Dartmouth and a gin and tonic looking down the River Dart, which was lovely, and now we're changed for dinner. I've just put this blouse on, which is new. I bought it from Maria and Lola. They came up on sort of my sponsored Instagram, and I took a look and I just thought it was really pretty, really me, with the frills, and it's just kind of lightweight, easy to wear, and I've just got a cream cardigan that I'm going to put over the top. We are going to Rockfish in Brixham. I'm still just wearing my jeans and my peach belts, and I don't know if you can see my white trainers. We're going to have a wander around. I think we're going to watch some boats coming in, some fishing boats, and a bit of that. So I wanted to be comfy, not overdressed. I was going to wear my navy skirt that I bought in Barcelona, but actually it's not that warm, so I'm going to wrap up and be cozy. We're getting the ferry across.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the little ferry, which literally just goes across out here, from one side to the other, and yeah, go and explore over there, have some gorgeous fish to eat this evening, and have a mosey round. It is so nice to be here. Haven't heard any news re the children, so I'm working on no news is good news, which is always the best way. So fingers crossed everything is cool, calm and happy. That's what we want. Anyway, we're going to head off now, and I'll take you with us. I love having adventures with this one. So I was just saying, there's something really tranquil about Dartmouth. I don't know if it's like this in the summer, the peak of sort of the season, but it's really, really sort of peaceful and beautiful. I feel very, very, well, overexcited, to be honest. We've got a night away and we've escaped, and we're down here and having an adventure together. It's really fun, darling, isn't it? Yes. Simon doesn't share my enthusiasm. He does really. So that is Rockfish, where we are going for dinner tonight. And Sigh's just told me, I don't know if you can see because the lights are sort of flashing on the camera, but the boats with the lights on are unloading fish, apparently, according to my husband, who knows about these things. Such a beautiful place. So this is Brixham. Just gorgeous. I love looking at the fishing boats, but we're going to go and see if we can see some boats unloading. So we're just having a wander around to the fish market, which is hang on, over there. And darling, what were you saying about Brixham being the biggest?
I think it's the largest English fish landing port. The biggest in the UK, and in fact in Europe is Peterhead. But this is the biggest in England.
So Brixham is the biggest fish landing port in England. Peterhead is the biggest in Europe, which is fascinating. I'm always learning something new when I'm on a fishy adventure with Sigh.
Well, this is a scalloper, so those bounce along the bottom of the seabed, flipping up scallops which then get dredged up in the net.
So these are scallops that have just come off the boat, and these are ones that are bagged, ready to go out. Boxes and boxes of scallops. It's ice, ready for the fish. And then this is whitefish here.
That's the boat.
That's the name of the boat.
And here's some place.
So we're now in the cold store. Some place. And big ice machines over there.
But not only is this hake,
Beautiful, it's still in rigor.
yeah, but not only is this hake, this comes under a marine stewardship guide,
Yes.
which they do stuff with their gear. They're very selective with their gear. We don't get the small hake.
Right. So this is netted, but net sizes.
Yes, this
So
is
is this
netted.
MSC fish?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
this is all marine.
Marine stewardship.
Yes, they worked on it for years. The
Yeah.
guy that owned the boat really pushed it.
So this looks to me like sort of 2-day trips, that sort of thing.
I
Or
should-
maybe
yeah,
one, or
this-
even less.
This would, I should think, maybe on the boat 20, 36 hours by the time we steam out.
How long?
By the
20
time,
hours.
well, the thing is, by the time they steam out, then they start all in their gear.
Yeah.
So there's 12 hours. Then you put it aboard and then it's steamed out.
Yeah.
So I'd say 2 days.
Yes.
2 days. But the actual fish.
What you're
would be-
looking for, see the pressures, is bright red gills. See that nice bright red colour in the gills.
And the eyes.
And nice clear eyes. But that fish is, you know,
Feel it. It's lovely firm.
yeah. And hake is a soft fish anyway.
Yeah, just wipe your hand on there, mate. It's
Don't
not a
worry.
problem. No, honestly, honestly. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
great stuff.
Yeah.
And
And the
it's-
Spanish will buy that, I guess.
No, believe it or not, when this first started landing here, because of the market,
Yeah.
because of the quality,
Yeah.
it sort of went up in value by 3-4%.
Yeah.
This is sought after by a lot of the high-end restaurants
Yes.
through the buyers.
Yes.
Because you can see it can sit on the shelf.
And it's gutted on board the vessel.
Going on board the vessel.
So they're gutted on board.
Yep, it's all gutted on board.
So that will
It's
then
all
go
nice
in
clear.
for filleting, portioning.
Yes, down
Whatever it may be.
portions. That's our hake.
That's the
Our
hake.
day boat fish.
Yeah.
This is all under a day old.
So this is what I would call dogfish.
Yeah,
But these are these
Greys,
or
grey smooth hounds.
grey smooth
Smooth
hounds.
hounds.
Wings.
Wings.
skate.
Wings.
Yeah.
See, there's all this lemon. Look how fresh that is.
Those are lemons, aren't they?
Yeah.
And there's some
Beautiful.
Oh, look at the little monk. There's some monk tails in there too.
Yeah, but that's just a bit of a bycatch
Bycatch,
for the
isn't
day
it?
boats.
Yeah.
And underneath here is my lobster of the day.
Yeah, he's lovely, isn't he?
He's a nice size.
Yeah.
But the lobster of the day, this comes off the Julie of Ladram that landed today.
So what are they? They're catching these with pots, yeah?
Nope. Bean trawls.
Bean.
Yeah, they just catch the odd one. Usually they eat them.
So it's just about
That. Oh no, that's not.
And what would they be bean trawling for? Flatfish.
Mixed fishery. They don't
But the
target.
scallops will be dredged, won't they?
They don't target. Nope, not all of them.
No.
They don't target one species. We try and do a mixed species.
Right.
These are your lobsters. Where's that?
And what about
Look at that. Is my fish of the day.
He's splendid, isn't
Yeah, he's got good shell, good weight in him.
Yes.
Original claws.
he? Yes.
So-
There's nothing Nelson about him, is
No.
there?
So what we do is then my boss will come down.
Yeah,
He's
he'll have him.
weigh him.
Yeah.
And then he puts a note on the sales when it's being sold. One lobster, prime condition.
Yeah. Yeah.
We label them separately. The fish you eat. Then our cock crabs under here, you'll like these. We actually separate our cock crabs, and this is,
From the
all
hens.
this is done on your sales note.
Yeah.
So you can go, okay, the boss will put that down as mediums,
Yeah.
and there's the large boys.
So there's still a lot of hands-on work here, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
You know.
So we've got all our crabs here, dead crabs, top hen crabs. We've got some beautiful hen crabs in here at the moment.
Yeah. And then start to get some roe in them now?
They don't land them.
They don't what?
We don't have it on the market.
Well, you won't have hens?
We won't have it.
No.
We have hens, any of them with an egg,
Yeah,
we don't want to see.
Yeah.
We've all been fishermen, we don't want to see that.
And is that the same with lobsters too?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. And it's in our sort of fishing community, it's been like that for a long time.
So this is a morel.
So we're talking about
I was in Iceland
any
3 weeks
hen,
ago.
lobster or crab
And
with
of
eggs
course morel
is put
and
straight
bar-
back.
amazing.
It's not landed, which is so good to hear. This is fascinating being in here.
Once again, tomorrow will be a bigger market. This is Dover sole that was landed this morning. So they're fished in the evenings and they land it this morning. This is some of the best sole in the country.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. And so what these morels will grade?
Yep, what we do is we stand here, with 2 people stood here, in feed here, up it goes. Every fish is looked at by hand.
Yeah.
Any blemishes, anything that's not right, it goes into a box and sold as seconds. With our morels.
So this is just graded?
Yep.
So
So
don't, you
this
don't do
does-
any filleting here or anything like
No,
that?
this does 10 sizes of Dover sole.
Right, yeah. And all this can be set up for other species too?
Yeah, on this one we've got plates, Dover sole, lemon sole, haddock, bream.
Yeah.
Because when we get the volume, we haven't got,
Yeah.
we have to speed it up.
Yeah.
So this box
Yeah.
could be 10 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Now behind that.
We've been trying to keep our waste down
Yeah.
for decades.
But presumably people who buy it then pack it and send it off. Yeah.
Yes, that goes into the process.
Into the process.
These stay on site, they come with their boxes, take it away.
Who are the main processors down here now?
For the quality, Josh Perk's over there,
Yeah.
Kingfisher, come
Yes,
across
Kingfisher.
Yeah, do you know Nick at all?
So they're just chatting about the fact that there is no polystyrene or single-use plastic anywhere here, which is absolutely incredible to hear. That, you know, they are really, really conscious about the environment and how they run everything. Justin, who just showed us around, such a nice guy, who's so enthusiastic and passionate about what he does. I hope that you could hear and kind of understand what he was saying. It was just really, really fascinating. Incredibly cold in there. Luckily I've got my blanket, but we're going to go and have some dinner now. We have had such a lovely evening, so we sat outside. Look, we've got that heater which has kept me warm and tasty. I'm going to turn you around. There's only one table left at us, so if I just quickly show you. So look, this is the view. I've waited until everybody's left, but it's just so lovely. I'm going to whiz past Simon. He's looking at his phone quickly. Looking very serious there, and then there are all these tables inside. And then the kitchen is there. I love the fact that it's an open kitchen and you can watch the chefs cooking and see exactly what's going on as you walk past. And I went to the loo, it's hilarious. They're playing the shipping forecast in the loo. I love the shipping forecast. I find it really relaxing and quite therapeutic. I know that sounds crazy, but that's our music. It's just so lovely listening to them. That seagull interrupted me. I absolutely love the shipping forecast, and so it was just really funny to go to the loo and listen to it. So we are on the ferry on the way back across from Brixham to Dartmouth, and this is the Naval College, the Royal Naval College, lit up at night. It's so spectacular. It's such a beautiful sight to see. So this is the Rockfish seafood market, and you can just come down here, choose your fish, take it home and cook it. I have actually just asked them to turn the lights off because they were flashing really badly. So normally these are lit up. We've got crab, ling, smoked salmon, Norwegian prawns. I had those last night for dinner. And then we've got mackerel, the place. This is on the boat, it's called T-bone. We've just been talking about that and learning that it's so much better to cook fish on the bone. Oysters, absolutely love oysters. And then look at these Brixham scallops. Clams, John Dory, ray wing, that's all skinned and ready to go. And then some red mullet. So this is, this is a fish market. And then there are the boats, straight out there. So the fish all comes into here to be processed, which is just fascinating. So interesting having this incredible tour. So this hay is going to schools for chefs in schools, which is a wonderful, wonderful scheme, which I will link actually down below in the description. We've just had a really, really interesting chat with Rockfish. They do so many different things. So they've got their restaurants, they have their fish market, but they also are sending fish to your home, which is incredible. So you can order the fish online and have it sent same day and have it arrive the next day. So it is so fresh. It's literally just come off the boats here, straight in to be processed. I'm going to show you in there in a moment, and then packaged up and sent to you. And you can order it with their butters, their sauces and things like that. So I will be showing you how it comes and how to cook it, but it's just fascinating. I've looked very professional. I've got my white coat on, but behind me is Rockfish, where it is processed. So I showed you last night in the fish market, which is there behind me. So the fish comes straight from the boats into there, and then it comes across into Rockfish to be processed. So they do all of the Hawksmoor restaurant groups, obviously Rockfish, and then the fish markets, and then you can order it and have it sent to you at home. So very, very, very cold in here. So this is a dressed crab. It's quite noisy in here because of the chiller, but this is all kind of ready to go. Which portioned up, but it is so noisy here, and also very, very, very chilly. I'll give you a quick peek. So this is for the restaurant, the Seahorse in Dartmouth. In here.
So that's for their free time. Just seeing if there's anything else. It's just my dinner. We've just found 2 red mullets. So these are my favourite.
So this is red mullet for the Seahorse in Dartmouth.
Yeah. And then this just lots of bits. Everything they all do.
This is where the seafood at home is all processed and packaged, and they have devised such a clever system so that their packaging, the outer packaging, doesn't smell fishy at all. So when it arrives with you, there is no kind of that horrid fishy smell that you can get from processed fish. They've devised this really, really clever system that we've just been explained. So, hang on.
So this is our blast freezer, and in here are some of the products that we've been freezing, like the lemon sole holes. So it's a prime lemon, and blast freezing in an hour, that'll be ready to go. And then what I'll be able to show you as well is some of the labels on stuff. So Ed, I'll just grab the key from it's a pair of John Dory's fillets.
Yeah.
And Ed will probably explain better.
Got the fish. It's got the boat name on it as well, so full traceability back to the boat that was it was brought on. Scan the QR code, it'll take you to a page on our website which has links to recipes that we recommend, and also the sauces.
Oh, that's a good
et
idea.
cetera
You got
that
that
go
one,
with
too.
it.
That is so
And then
clever.
also all of the cooking methods that we suggest are best for this type of fish.
So when you order your fish at home,
Yeah.
that is the label that it comes with.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is scan that, and then you're taught how to cook it, what to
Guides
do,
the
which
recipe.
is so clever, and you're given the recipes.
And knowing what boat it was
Caught on.
full traceability, the batch code is quite good.
That's really, really interesting. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ed.
Format.
So these are frozen. So you've got your scallops there. Again, QR code.
And this is the
You've got
this is
the
the
butter
fish
with
easy
it,
concept.
which is
So fillet and the butter, and that is just everything you need for
Yeah.
a meal. So
that's our fish easy concept. So it's really, really taking it to another level. And Diane, what have you got there? Turbot, T-bone. We are back on the ferry crossing back to Dartmouth for lunch at the Seahorse. We've had such a fascinating morning at Rockfish headquarters, watching and seeing exactly the process that the fish goes through being processed and packaged up, and chatting to them about it all. It's really, really interesting. Looking forward to a delicious lunch before we head back to Sussex. It's been such an amazing kind of couple of days. I learned so much. It's been lovely spending some time with Sigh. I'm obviously not driving, but we are moving. I don't know if you can see. Maybe you can see the water moving behind us. But it's just been so interesting learning so much more about, you know, the process, the fish process, and I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing it with me. So this is deckhand, which is a private dining room for the Seahorse.
Yeah.
Very, very cool to come and take over this space and have a really, really special experience. The sun has come out just as we're about to head back up to Sussex, but we've just had the most incredible lunch at the Seahorse in Dartmouth. Tom Parker Bowles says it is his favourite fish restaurant in the UK, and I can completely understand why. It's incredible. We had lunch with Mitch Tonks, and Simon met him on a business trip recently in Iceland. He's so passionate about what he does and sustainability and all of that. It was really, really fascinating chatting to him over lunch. I'm going to leave this part of the vlog here. The next time you see me, I will be back in Sussex cooking some fish for you all. But I hope you've enjoyed this part so far. And I want to sort of show you how you can cook fish yourself. Delicious, proper, fresh fish at home. So I really hope you enjoy that. We are back from Devon, having had a really, really great few days, and I said the next time you see me I will be in the kitchen at home, and here I am. And I have got this delivery. Sorry, there's a lot of dogs running around who are also very excited that we are here. I've got this exciting delivery from Rockfish sent to our home, and I thought I'd open it with you and show you how it's packaged. So it comes with these, snip those off. Now this is all, we had long discussions with them, it is all recyclable, which is excellent, and they've done this so carefully. That is my delivery slip. We have got Rockfish seafood at home, and it talks about, you know, everything to do with Rockfish, what they have. It's a really, really great pamphlet that comes with. It also talks about their sauces and their butters and how to cook it as well, which is terribly, terribly important. So let's open it up and have a look. It is still cold, which is amazing. We have got 2 pieces of turbot with béarnaise butter. Absolutely love béarnaise. Let me show you how they do this. And there is not one hint of a fish smell, which is really exciting. This is still frozen, which is even better. This is really, really well insulated, so you can know that your fish is going to arrive cold and sometimes even still frozen. This wasn't frozen, but it wasn't pre-frozen. But really great packaging, absolutely no fishy smells, because even though I'm a fish wife, I don't like the fishy smells in the slightest. So this is excellent. This can all be recycled, which is amazing. So anyway, we're going to put that clever packaging to one side, and we are going to look at our fish, and I'm going to talk you through how to cook it. Now in here, I've just had a better look. It talks about how to cook your perfect piece of fish, and it talks about what's better in the oven, pan fried, deep fried, all the different options. But they also have, which is terribly clever, a QR code that you can scan. So I'm going to just try and do this. You can scan and get, hang on, I'm not very good at the tech, onto their website. So clever, so clever. Turbot T-bone, and it talks through how to cook it, which is incredible. So I'm going to have a quick read of cooking techniques. Okay, a great way to cook fish is in an oven bag. You can make a bag very easily from a piece of greaseproof or parchment paper, cutting a piece of paper that's 4 times larger than your fish and fold it in half. So I am going to do this now and show you exactly how to do it. This is really helpful. It's so clever, so high tech. Right, I've got some parchment paper and tin foil. Now I chatted with Mitch when we had lunch at length about how to cook fish. Of course, we would have that conversation. And he says that to use baking parchment and make a parcel and tin foil on the outside, but put the fish onto the baking parchment, and that is the way to do it. Now I have always done it just in tin foil and made a parcel, but I've been doing it wrong for all these years. Anyway, I'm going to cut these open. I'm actually going to sniff. I wish you could smell. There is nothing fishy about this at all, and that's what's so clever about rockfish, is the fact that when they do their processing, it's done in separate areas. So let's I'm going to put this onto my agar tray, and then I'm not going to get any juices out at all. Let's just make that there, and I'm just going to squeeze that fish out onto the tray, and then it's got this butter which I'm just going to put with it, the Bernays butter. And what's great about rockfish is they've got their butters and their sauces, so you know it's so simple to you know, to cook your supper. You literally just squeeze it out of the bag and you're done. So I'm going to cook these two together in this parcel. You could do them as individual ones, whatever is your personal preference. And just pop that there. And then we are going to push that in a little bit closer. Pop that on there. And it also gives you all of the timings of how long to cook for as well. Sorry, I shouldn't rustle and talk at the same time. So you don't even need to worry about, you know, how long. So let's just wrap this up. And then I'm going to do the same with the tin foil. Literally gather it there and then just roll it over. and do the same like this. And so it's such an easy way to do, you know, a supper for yourself. Even if you're entertaining guests, you can just get a Rockfish seafood at home delivery, and then, you know, put it in like this and whack it in the oven, and voila, you have got supper. So into the oven it goes. I'm obviously using my Aga, and I'm using the roasting oven of my Aga. My Aga is quite hot at the moment, so I'm going to put mine in for 20 minutes. It says 25 minutes, but I know that this is running quite high at the moment. And I placed it on the middle of the runners of the Aga, so it's not at the top and it's not at the bottom. So if I put it on the floor of the Aga, it would cook the bottom part quite quickly. So I just want the heat to be all around the fish and cook beautifully. Now I'm just going to put this in the bin and prepare what we're going to eat with it. Wash my hands too. Sorry, the dogs are padding around everywhere. Right, I am going to show you what else I've been cooking. So I've just done some roasted vegetables. Courgette, tomatoes, some peppers and some aubergine, which we're going to have with it. And I just put a little bit of balsamic vinegar. I will actually leave these in the Aga until my fish is ready. But I just thought I'd show you what we're having with it. It's just so easy. I love roasted vegetables. Really, really kind of healthy and delicious. And then asparagus, because Bernie's butter, I think, calls for asparagus with it. I mean, I love asparagus and Bernie's sauce, but we are having the Bernie's butter, which is cooking with the turbot. So I thought, I was doing this and I thought actually I would do it with you guys and chat to you at the same time. So I only like to eat asparagus, obviously, when it's in season. I don't like it being flown all over the world, but this is British asparagus, and I just wanted to show you how to do it. I know that might sound odd that I'm snapping my asparagus, but you want to eat that kind of hard bit at the end, and it snaps off in exactly the right place. It's quite a satisfying job. And that bit you would leave on your plate, which actually doesn't look very nice, and you don't want to sort of be chewing it and what have you. So actually just snap your asparagus, and those ends can go on the compost. I wish I was saying this was homegrown asparagus. Our asparagus bed isn't, we're not able to pick from it until next year. It is looking so good. I will take you up. I think maybe next week I'll take you up and show you around the garden, and give you a bit of a tour of what's going on up there. I've been quite slow with the kitchen garden this year because I've been too busy doing other things. But lots is planted in there, and we've had some pretty kind of wet, miserable weather here. So things are growing, which is good. But my asparagus, hopefully, well, not hopefully, we can definitely pick it next year. I've left it for 2 years, and so in the 3rd year, you can absolutely pick it. Sigh's just come in, probably saying, darling, where's dinner? So I am not going to cook these yet, but I will show you how I cook them a little bit later on, because I just cook them really quickly for a few minutes at the end, just before we're ready to eat them. I was just telling Sigh, because he's just walked in, how amazing this is that this is still frozen. And actually, I'm going to put it in the freezer and reuse it, because it's always handy to have an ice pack. But it says, now put me in your freezer and reuse me as an ice pack, or pierce and pour away and then recycle the plastic. So even this plastic is recyclable, but I am definitely reusing this. And the great thing, because there were no fishy smells, I don't have a fishy ice pack, which sometimes I do for my darling husband when he's been off on a fishy trip, and the ice packs all need a really good wash before they go back in the freezer, don't they, darling?
Definitely.
Definitely, he's saying. So this is excellent. I'm really impressed with this. it's, yeah, excellent. Rockfish have kindly given us a discount code, so you can have Rockfish seafood at home delivered to you and use my code, which I will pop on the screen here, and you can enjoy having a discount and some delicious fish as well. So the fish is almost cooked and ready, so it's time to put our asparagus in. So I'm just popping it into some water with a little bit of sea salt, and I'm just going to bring it up to the boil and just let it boil for a few minutes. I hate asparagus when it's overcooked. I want it al dente. I want it still to have a little bit of a bite to it. Now, did you know that seafood and meat cooked on the bone has a lot more flavour? So this turbot is on the bone. It's called T-bone, and so there will be the bone in it, but I know that I can, easily deal with that and know that it's got even more flavour than it would if it was off the bone. Everything is done and ready. I'm just going to move that to there and carefully open up my parcel. It smells amazing. That Bernese butter is just delicious. It's a bit difficult for me to show you because I don't want the butter to escape. There, you can see there. And so I'm just going to lift it carefully using a slice. And actually, as I slice, I'm taking off the dark skin, most of the dark skin from underneath, or you can just use a tong. I'm going to place it on my plate like that, and then get some asparagus. So delicious. Look at that lovely, lovely green. That's how you want to cook your asparagus. Just so it's beautiful and still got that crunchy bit. I'm going to carefully spoon some butter on as well from in here. You don't want that to go to waste. Oh, delicious. Absolutely scrummy. I've been rushing around like a mad thing today. So, hang on. I'm particularly hungry. Just need to get some veggies on my plate too. Look at that. Delicious. Cannot wait to enjoy that. Right, we'll serve Simon now. Actually, that was much slicker. I don't know if you can see, I've got nearly 90% of the skin, the dark skin there. And those leftover veggies I'm going to enjoy for lunch tomorrow. I really hope that you've enjoyed this week's vlog, our fishy adventure, coming down to Dartmouth and Brixham with us and seeing behind the scenes at Rockfish and how, literally from boat to plate. We're going to sit down and enjoy this, but I'm wishing you a really, really happy weekend, a great week ahead, and I will see you again, same place, same time next week. Do remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, to give this video a thumbs up, and I love hearing from you. So let me know if you would like to see, more videos like this. Let me know if you'd like to see more from Rockfish. And yes, anyway, that's all from me. I'm going to enjoy my food. Lots of love. Bye.